Another day, another media outlet glazing the F out of Claressa Shields. This time it is once again Angela Yee, y'all. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, aka Pap's Mistress, aka Pap's Entanglement, aka Pap's Pick Me, aka Pap's Side Chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. Was there an internal email that went out, you know what I'm saying, to the powers that be, that was like, y'all gotta say all positive things about Claressa Shields. Y'all gotta hype up this entanglement with her and Pap. Y'all gotta silence and try to mute all things Remy Ma. Any type of naysayers, y'all gotta come to the front. Y'all gotta accuse anybody that is trying to hold Claressa Shields accountable or reject the promotion of a mistress and a married man as couples goals, as black love, as what young black women should be aspiring to do, which is go after other people's significant others and other people's husbands. What we need y'all to kind of just, dim that. You know what I'm saying? Don't put too much on that. But whatever is said, we need y'all to come out and kind of flip the narrative. We need y'all to come out and say, I don't know why people care this much. I don't know why people are focusing on this and that so much. Why can't we just celebrate that she won? No. That's not what we're going to do. That is not what we're going to do, because that would be covering things up. That would be covering things up. And what do I always say? The cover up is always worse than the crime, you guys. Because if it was you, Angela Yee, if Claressa Shields was after your man and trying to sleep with him, I guarantee you would not be having all this energy. It is weird behavior. And this is the same Angela Yee that did not like when she was on the Breakfast Club and certain men came on there and tried to play in her face and tried to, put out her 304 facts and everything else. And Charlemagne and DJ Envy didn't really have her back, but especially and particularly Charlemagne was sitting there laughing and egging it on, while you sat there humiliated and embarrassed. And then you have the audacity to use this platform to defend a mistress. No. That at one point in time, you were personal friends of said couple. No. It's not cool. It is not cool, you guys. But I guess anything for the algorithm. Anything, because the memo went out. Defend Claressa Shields at all costs. Let's get into it. So this is courtesy of From Way Up with Angela Yee. Now, as you guys know, we are going to play the audio because they are particular with you sharing video and sharing content and all this and all of that. So we will play the audio and then we will react.
People are really going online doing full think pieces about Claressa Shields. Now, what was disclosed to the commission, the purse for her fight, the Shields Scott event, it says she made $500,000 while K. Scott made $54,000. And then they go on to list what everybody made. Now, and the numbers were low. Joseph Hicks, $23,000. Troy Isley, $30,000. Just going on down the line. Well, Claressa posted, "This is inaccurate."
Right.
Underneath it.
Who was that in the background that was like, right? I know that's right. No. Here's the thing. Here is the thing, right? It's been a thing for it to be released how much people made from boxing matches, how much boxers are getting paid. And this is even before, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would release how much they're going to pay Floyd Mayweather for a fight, how much they're going to pay, all the times he fought, it was him and Manny Pacquiao, whether it was Mike Tyson. They would always reveal the millions of dollars that these fighters are making. And even with just the Netflix event with Ronda Rousey, they immediately released how much they got paid. Because they both got millions. They both got millions of dollars for their fight. And it's ironic because this is the same MMA that Claressa Shields just said on Cam Newton that the pay was too low. And that's why she quit. But I believe it was because she had a loss. You know what I'm saying? She went 2-1. I believe that's why she quit. And originally she said in previous interviews that the reason she quit was because apparently a married man in Pap allegedly told her. But here is the thing. This information was going to come out anyways. What was made at these fights. The reason that it is being blown up and magnified is because it is Claressa that brags all day, every day on the internet that she is the $8 million woman, that she makes millions of dollars every single fight. And she just said on Cam Newton that the most she made on a fight was $3 million. I believe she was referring to her signing bonus from the deal with Win Records. But ultimately, that is the image and what Claressa has presented to the people. And we, of course, know from Punch Drunk Boxing, back in February, he exposed what the real earnings were. That the total licensing fee and everything else was only $1.3 million for Little Caesars Arena, which would mean that Claressa got anywhere between $900,000 and maybe 1.1, 1.2 million, or whatever the case may be, right? But you made it seem like, Claressa, that you're guaranteed $1 million per fight, and that's just simply not the facts. Let's continue.
This post, and people are saying, oh, this is all she got. I also saw that Chris Cyborg put up a post saying that she's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and a former UFC champion. She wrote, I offered Claressa Shields $2 million. She took $500,000 to fight an older woman with less pro wins and 0 career KOs. Instead, goofiest woman of all time. Well, I have a statement from Claressa, and the Georgia Athletic Commission has my guaranteed base purse on record, which is the amount I was comfortable receiving upfront and having publicly disclosed. That figure does not represent my total compensation. Of course not. For the event, my earnings extend beyond the guaranteed purse and include participation and my partnership in the overall business of the event, including gate revenue, sponsorships, and other event-related revenue streams.
And again, this is where not presenting all the information comes in, right? Because Chris Cyborg has been on Claressa's neck for months and has offered her $2 million for a fight. And said that, there would be even more revenue because it's coming directly from her company. Claressa ducks people as well. She ducked Shade Shagreen, ducking Hannah Gabriel, ducking Chris Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? Just ducking and ducking and ducking. But here's the thing. I don't recall Claressa coming out in February when Punch Drunk Boxing broke what the total earnings were in February. I don't recall Claressa making any statements about gate revenue and anything associated with the arena and ticket sales and sponsorships and brand deals and all this and all that, which we know that you do not have, Claressa. We know that you do not have. Now, would it shock me if there is some alleged money exchange behind, you know what I'm saying, under the table? No. But I don't recall Claressa, as long as you thought she made $1 million back in February, I didn't hear from her. The only thing that I heard from her was when she responded to Franchon Cruz, and Franchon Cruz said basically with all the shenanigans that took place, including the melee at the weigh-in and the alleged sabotage attempts with the ring size being smaller than what she normally competes in, and the Detroit media treating Franchon Cruz like she was a nobody and disrespecting her and not acknowledging her by name and all the things, according to Franchon Cruz. Of all the things Claressa wanted to address, she addressed Franchon Cruz allegedly saying that the purse that she had for all the things that she had to deal with for that particular fight in February was allegedly the lowest amount of money that she's ever made as a fighter. And Claressa immediately got on the internet to try to debunk that and try to make it seem like if there was any money-related issues, that it wasn't Franchon's fault. But neither had disclosed what she actually made, right? So I just want to put that out there. But all of a sudden, if it's less than $1 million that allegedly is the purse for Claressa, now all of a sudden she wants to get some trigger fingers going, because that doesn't go along with the narrative that she is making at least $1 million per fight. Let's continue.
And while I won't disclose my opponent's compensation out of respect for her privacy, I can confirm she was paid more than the $55,000 being reported, the most she's ever been paid for a fight.
Okay. So then that means she probably is getting a cut of merch. Everything. Yeah.
Probably the door, just everything. And that's normally like you try to get the base, but then you want to, if you're confident, this sold out at State Farm Arena.
Right.
If you're confident in knowing that this is going to be a big ticket event, you're better off getting back end money.
Yes.
Than just a flat rate up front.
And it sounded like the way she described it, she has relationships with the sponsors.
Yeah, she's a partnership. And I know with Zeus, she's also doing a partnership deal with them. So it only makes sense.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Zeus Network made way more money than Claressa Shields did. And if it was really quote unquote sold out, where are the receipts? How do we know out of that sold out arena was all purchase tickets versus tickets that were given away for free? And also, how much were all these celebrities paid to glaze up Claressa, like Monique, like Lotto to perform, Johnny Blaze to perform? How much was it to get Floyd Mayweather out there and set up, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe he had hooked up some other people as well. That it wasn't just solo dolo Floyd Mayweather, that there were some other people that got hooked up as well that was a part of Floyd Mayweather coming. That's what it sounded like to me, at least. So how much was shelled out for all of these celebrities to show up and show out? And certain media to be there, like Essence, like All the Smoke, and others. You can't tell me all of that was for free. You can't tell me that there is not any cost associated with that. Claressa wouldn't have had to partner with Zeus if she was really all of that in a bag of chips. If she really was the GWOAT. People keep forgetting at the time when people, kept asking, when is your next fight? When are you going to announce him? And Claressa would be like, oh, it's going to be next week. Oh, it's going to be next month. Oh, I'm going to take a couple months off of boxing and focus on music. And I'm going to put out so much music, you're going to be sick of me. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And we never got a fight announcement. And at the time, everybody just assumed that it was going to be Lauren Price that was going to be the next fight announcement. And so then when she announces finally around the time of the BET Awards that she's got a fight coming up here in August, and the fight's going to be against OnlyFans model Kay Scott, who is in her 40s and only has 7 professional fights to her name. Everyone was of confusion. And then you follow that up by announcing a undercard of Baddies and also Ray J and Orlando Brown. Even people who were there, it was given mixed reviews. Like, why is Zeus Network a part of a boxing match, of a professional boxing match undercard? And y'all thought just announcing Zeus, because Zeus always goes viral, that was going to attract in an immediate sold-out arena. And then that didn't happen, and y'all had to add in real professional boxers. But it was too late. And then towards the end, there was drama with that because some of the boxers that were on those undercards couldn't participate because they did not make weight. And so then you got to bring in the celebrity name drops, the celebrities that are going to be in the building. And you bring up Lotto, who is a fellow mistress, you guys. You bring in Floyd Mayweather, who, as of late, has been in the news for all of the wrong reasons. So this also is good PR for him. Lotto, it's good PR for her because her album is nowhere to be found, and she gets backlash because of whatever this arrangement is with a married 21 Savage. And Monique, as you guys know, as long as the beef is going to continue with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, there's going to be some doors that are going to still remain closed for Monique as it stands. So there's a benefit on both sides of what this is. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Bryant was there, quote unquote, Dr. Bryant was there too, who also gets a lot of backlash. You see where I'm going with this? A lot of the people that were there always are in the news or in the blogs for a lot of the wrong reasons that y'all were hyping up, including Usher, Steven Jackson, Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? So what was their cut to appear? What was their cut to, you know what I'm saying, hype up this fight and still doing reviews a whole week later? You know what I mean? And that's what people are saying with the smoke and mirrors. What was the cut for Salida? What was the cut for Win Records? What was the cut for Married Man Pap? But again, and I believe Claressa is hyping this up. Oh, thank you for speaking the truth and all this and all of that. But the thing of it is, Claressa knows that these urban media outlets, these urban media stations, these hip hop, you know what I'm saying, related media is not going to take the time to investigate stuff like this, information like this. But what's going to happen is they're going to be sent this information to flip the narrative that, oh, they're just attacking all things Claressa Shields, when these numbers are standard to come out from every fight. According to Punch Drunk Boxing, you can contact, you know what I'm saying, that state athletic commission at the conclusion of the fight and find out what the purses were. And basically he said that different states have different, you know, ways of doing things. So he gave the example that when he did it for the fight back in Detroit, they only release what the licensing agreement is, which was 1.3 million. And then you do your own deductions from there and kind of guesstimate on what you think the alleged purse was. So notice Claressa didn't come out then, refuting what potentially her payout was then. But now all of a sudden that all these numbers are released, the math is not mathing for all of the social media shenanigans Claressa did during this entire camp to promote this fight and to hype up this fight, that she should have been paid way more. But again, is it because everybody's hands are in the cookie jar? Is it because the tickets didn't really sell like that? Is it because y'all had to rob Peter to pay Paul to get these celebrities to show up and show out to really make this a thing? Because something in the buttermilk ain't clean. That you only got 500 thou wow for all of this stunts and shows. Something's not making sense. Now, I'm not asking for people to show their bank account or their bank information, but that would be the only way to really refute that this is technically what you made as of the fight. And baddies made way more than you. Because at the end of the day, one thing Lemmy's going to do is at least cut you a check. Even if it's the expense of your mental health and your well-being and getting drug up and through social media and everything of the sort, at least you get a paycheck at the end of the day. No. So that is it, you guys, for this video. That's it. Do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you never hyped a video before in your life. There is that. That is it. That is all. It's Todos es final. It's Benito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.